Hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I'm a Whovian, and today I review Doctor Who, Pyramid of Mars. So this is the third serial in season 13 where the Doctor and Sarah Jane are travelling through time and space, and the TARDIS then has some interference, and then the Doctor and Sarah find themselves on Earth 1911 in a building which would one day become Unit HQ, as they were heading there anyway. And yeah, the Doctor, and also they find that there's these ancient Egyptian tombs because there was a Egyptian archaeology dig in Egypt, and then the Doctor and Sarah, well, they find that there's this archaeologist that has gone missing, but is actually dead and has been taken over by the servant of a god named Zutek. And Zutek, he plans to be free from the Pyramid of Mars and also destroy all of the Earth and take over the universe. And of course, the Doctor, being the Doctor, isn't going to let that happen. And then the Doctor and Sarah have to also fight off his minions, which are robot Egyptian mummies. And yeah, this is a 4-part serial, and it says on the credits, it says that it is written by Stephen Harris, but it's actually written by Robert Holmes and Lewis Griffith. Griffith. Don't know why they wanted their names to be hidden and be credited by the name Stephen Harris. I don't know why. They just are. So let's get on to my likes and dislikes. First of all, Tom Baker as the Doctor. You can't go wrong with him. His wits, his skills, his, timing, he's just brilliant, as the 4th Doctor. Elisabeth Sladen too was alright in this. Wasn't too much of a damsel in distress. I also like the supporting cast we got in this, like Dr. Warlock, and there was an Egyptian guy who wore a fez, and he died at the end of part 1. Of course, the servant of Zutek, is it Lawrence Scarman, who is his slave? Well, he's taken the form of Lawrence, but he did a good performance as the secondary villain. But of course, I liked the villain of Zutek, who is an Egyptian god. Well, he's an alien praised as a god, but also in this I liked the practical stuff they had for him, Zutek, and his, how he looked frozen as a statue. Now, in ancient Egypt he was referred to as Set or Seth, but yeah, he got the name Zutek in this, and he looked pretty good, but with that mask on and stuff. But here's a little dislike here. I didn't like when he took the mask off and he turned out to look like something like Anubis or something. That looked very poor practical effect. You could tell it wasn't it was a puppet or something like that. It just was a bit poor when he did that. Took the mask off in the final act. But I also thought the visuals in this were pretty decent for its time, 1975. It had some good visuals in there, especially when they were like doing the whole vortex loop thing from Mars to Earth. And yeah, like I say, it had some good visuals and some good practicals. The practicals, I would say, were a bit more better than the digital ones. In fact, I don't think these are considered digital effects back then, because computers, it was before computers, or if so, it was long before the computers. Well, it was long before computers are as they are now. But the effects for it were good. There was a lot of green screen stuff, and you could tell it was green screen, but back then in the 70s, they had to make do with what they had. But yeah, I liked what the efforts that were made on the visuals. I also like the robot Egyptian mummies. Now, they didn't look like actual mummy humans. They were like big, broad creatures which were robots, which obeyed commands. And that's what they were, ancient robots. Yeah. So this takes like some of the ancient Egyptian mythos and rounds up some science fiction and that, some aliens. 'Cause, according to like alien theorists, do excuse the noise if you can hear a car motor outside, to ancient alien theorists, the whole construction of the pyramids and the whole gods and that, or theorized that they were all ancient aliens, but are they? I don't know. They may be, they might not be, I don't know. But onto this serial. It was a decent serial, 4 episodes long, all 25 minutes each. This is like 100 minutes in total, so an hour and 40 minutes of this one, and it was an entertaining one, nicely paced. Part 1 had a bit of a slow build to it, but like I said, this is a 4-part serial, and it got picked up quickly. It got going, and yeah, it was pretty alright and decent. So yeah, Doctor Who: The Pyramids of Mars. Do I have any dislikes? Well, I've just said one dislike, when Zootek took his mask off and he revealed the whole like Anubis like head thing. That just was, like I said, poor puppetry, but and not very scary. But other practical stuff was all right. Yeah. But like I say, I feel like the other supporting characters in this were there to just get killed off. But we did get one character with a few developments here and there. Man, at the end of this, when they show the whole house burning, that's done pretty all right, even though it looks like a model burning, which I think it is. Yeah. Also, the Doctor shows Sarah Jane an alternate version of 1980. Yeah, Sarah Jane's from 1980 in this, and he shows her an alternate version of it, of what it's like when when Zootek took over and stuff. But yeah, showing alternate timelines and stuff. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Doctor Who, Pyramids of Mars. Time for my ratings. I'm gonna give the visuals I'll give the visuals a 7. The writing, I'll give that an 8. The performances, I will give that a 8. And my personal rating, I'll give it an 8. So there you go. That's it. That's my ratings for Doctor Who: The Pyramids of Mars. So have you seen this one? Let me know down in the comments below if you have. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All my social media links are linked down below in the description, so be sure to check all that out. I've been Davros the Whovian, and this has been a Who review on Doctor Who: The Pyramid of Mars. So yeah, until next time, run for your life.